Welcome back, casters. My name is Turmentic, and today we are going to talk about some amazing news that we actually got inside of the Discord. I apologize for the disheveled look. I was out in Vegas, hurt my arm, try putting your hair up with one hand. It's extremely difficult, but we're not here to talk about me. We're here to actually talk about the statement that Charlie released inside of the Discord recently, talking about card reveals, the actual set release date, and a lot more. So we're gonna just jump right into it. The first thing I want to talk about is the statement before all of the information. And I'm gonna read parts of it, but I'm gonna put the whole statement up there so you can actually go through it and see it for yourself. But it comes out to be basically, just wanted to say, heard loud and clear on the desire to see the full cards. We've opted for less partial information that might still be revised and pushed most reveals on our calendar closer to the hard promotion runway for base set. We don't want to reveal pieces of the story or product without the context necessary to enjoy and make sense of them. The one exception being Collecticon, because people have to actually plan their travel to get to them, things like that. Like, that's one thing, me personally, I can't just drop everything and go knowing that there's an event in a week. I need a couple weeks and to a couple months to actually plan for that. He then goes on to say that they doubled down on the art reveals, basically so they could actually show us something, and also so they could showcase the artists, because there have been a ton of new artists that they have actually revealed through all of these spoilers that they've shown us on the Discord and on Instagram. By far though, the biggest piece of information we got from this entire thing was that base set launches March 28th. Now that is a hard date that he himself has actually given us, and he has shown that he's very hesitant to lay things in stone unless it is actually concrete, because they know MetaZoo's past, they know the history, they don't want to give us a date, they don't want to tell us something and then not be able to actually fulfill that. So with him actually saying that the street date, the release date for the first base set is going to be March 28th is huge, because that means it will be March 28th. Now, the other big thing is that he said they were going to start printing cards starting this week. And I know there's going to be people out there like, wait a minute, hold on. If they're printing stuff this week, how are they going to be able to get it packaged and sent out to distributors and everything before release date? Well, they're not printing it actually out of the country. It's being printed in the United States. So all of that product that's actually being printed will be able to be packaged and delivered to US distributors by that street date, even if they start printing it this week. It's completely different than what we've had before in the past, where MetaZoo had to print stuff and they printed it, they used the Chinese printers, and then it would take a month or two for it to get over here via ship, or it would still take a couple weeks to get it over here, I believe, by plane. So them starting printing this week is no big concern. It's actually right on target. He then says that they are launching officially the product at the Collecticon that's at the end of March. And this will line up with distributors being able to send that product out to all the LGSs and other stuff like that that actually order it. So again, they're trying to line up those two events, basically the street date on the 28th and the actual Collecticon, in order to actually have a seamless release. Now, he did say that the alpha packs, the alpha product, was actually going to be available probably before the street date of March 28th, which he was saying that there would be multiple ways for people to actually be able to get this product, that they were going to be able to use this for learn to plays, to basically figure out how to play the game, things like that, demos. I don't really know. There was no further clarification on exactly how those other options, avenues of getting the product going to be, besides going to one of the cons. I imagine, just hypothetically, probably could be some live streams maybe, because they could probably do something like learn to plays actually on live, like streaming live from YouTube or something like that, showing people how the game operates, how it plays, giving away some of that alpha product as well. Something else that they could do potentially is even send some of that alpha product to LGSs to actually help get learn to plays to happen. Might be able to send them like a little demo kit, maybe. Again, it's all hypothetical. We don't have any sort of information on how that alpha product is going to be given out, except for we do know that you will be able to get some stuff at the Collecticons. Now, this next part is really exciting too, because he goes on to say that Set 2 has a lot of finalized artwork and that it has already been designed and moved to development. So that kind of backs up what I've been saying for the last couple weeks, months now, that MetaZoo didn't just start working on this when they acquired the company back in October, November. they probably had an idea of what they wanted to do when they started the bidding process back in like June, July. So even though they didn't have like basically control of the company back in June and July, they probably started working on this with the assumption that they were going to be able to be the ones that acquired it. That would line up with them having lots of set 2 artwork already finalized, and again, with it already being sent to development. We got another update too, that set 3 and 4 already have some game designs that are being work done. And we know that I believe it's at least the second and the third set that are coming out, maybe the fourth one too. I'd have to go back and look, but they're going to be introducing new aura types through the different sets. I believe base set's only going to have 4, and then I think they actually are going to introduce, I know it's at least set 2 and 3. I have to go back and check and see if it's set 4 as well too, but they're going to be introducing new aura types with the additional sets. So that's honestly what I kind of assumed what he meant by game design was introducing those new aura types. So they're already working on set 3 and 4. They already have a lot of set 2 already finished. We might actually start getting like 3 to 4 sets a year, maybe. It's just impressive to me that they've quote unquote owned the company for like what, 4 or 5 months now, and they're already working on set 3, set 4. So I'm excited for this because it actually shows that they have a clear direction of where they want this to go gameplay wise. Because again, they're going to be introducing new aura types through all of these different sets over the next coming year, probably 2 years. The 2 key things he said to be excited for was the ramp actually leading up to the release in March. He said specifically around, I want to say the beginning of March or so, that's going to really start ramping up. I would assume that's when they're going to really start showing us more full cards. They're going to start showing us maybe some of the gameplay, other stuff like that. Because I know that they've been really hesitant to show us those things, but like Charlie said at the beginning, he doesn't want to show us something and then it be taken back because it's still in development or it's still being figured out. Like for all we know, like this is a brand new game. They could have some type of mechanic that they don't want to spoil, some type of new mechanic for TCGs in general. Like we don't know. So until we get that information, it's just going to be a bunch of theorizing and talking back and forth. But he did say that we will start to see a ramp leading up to base set release at the end of March, at the beginning of March. The second key thing he said really stuck with me too, because it's I don't know, it's kind of special thinking of where we were a year ago, this time 2024. But he said this will be the last time we will be looking forward to a release without a set to enjoy in the meantime, meaning that this is the last time that we will have nothing, and moving forward we will have more products, we will have other stuff before every single release. There won't be really, in my opinion, a dry spell. This is a very unique position that we're in right now too, because a lot of us fell in love with old MetaZoo and we were completely devastated when it actually fell apart. But now we have a chance for a new MetaZoo, and the anticipation of seeing that new product is something that we haven't really had to experience the entirety of MetaZoo. And this will be, like he said, be the last time that we are anxious for a set without anything to actually enjoy at the moment. So that was kind of profound to me. I really, really liked that. So I guess, yeah, in summary real quick, the street date for the base set release is March 28th. They have been working really hard on set 2, along with set 3 and 4. Cards are actually starting to get printed this week. The alpha packs, alpha cards, those will be available other ways besides just getting them at Collecticons, and we should see those before the actual street date of the 28th. I'm really excited. The more information we get, the more real this becomes, the closer we get to that date of being able to hold MetaZoo cards again. And I'm so incredibly excited for the future of MetaZoo here in 2025, for where they're actually taking it now. I feel like we have a very strong direction, and I cannot wait to actually see some of these cards, see the mechanics, see how it's actually played, and be able to compare between old Zoo and new Zoo and introduce new people to this. And just, I'm so excited. But I'm gonna leave this with the last quote he actually said, because this is, it really stuck with me. But he said, "We won't recognize today a year from now. And he's right. Like, this is such a interesting thing to think about, because again, like I said before in this video, a year ago from today, we didn't think we would have anything. And now a year later, MetaZoo's coming back, and it's coming back stronger. And in a year from now, where will we be under this new management, with all of these new people joining our community, all these new people enjoying this product that we fell in love with. So I'm really excited for the future. Like I said, we get any more information about anything, I'll definitely make sure to do some sort of a recap video to sum it all up for you. But into the meantime, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.